Hey guys, what's going on? Yes, I got a haircut. Did that today, so feeling fresh. Okay, third video in the Weekend Hustler YouTube page. I'm pretty excited. I've been getting a lot of comments, a lot of feedback, likes and views from people, not only friends, but also people I don't even know, so already starting to spread out, which is pretty cool. Today, I've got a couple of things off the top I'm just going to get to, so bear with me. I'll try and explain it the best I can, but this is all off the cuff. I haven't really written anything down. The first thing I wanted to get to was a couple of people asking me, what is this channel? Why am I doing it? So basically, I wanted to create this channel for mostly probably for males, maybe young teens between the ages of 16 to like 23, something like that. That can be a pretty hard time in life for people who are struggling for a number of different reasons. And I just wanted to open up some experiences or some hints and tips that might be able to get people through extra hard times, and just so that they're aware of different things and give everyone an equal opportunity. I've had a few friends say like, oh, you're not going to be famous from YouTube or whatever. That's not really why I'm doing this channel. If it gets pretty popular and some notoriety, that'd be cool, because I'd like to one day do some bigger things, and this would be a good platform. Secondly, or thirdly, wherever I'm up to, I have heaps of video ideas. I can't just put out 20 videos in 1 week because no one's going to watch them all, and that's not really how I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to build this up, so over the next couple of weeks and months, I'll start getting a good back catalogue of some videos, and people can check me out. So I understand it's a slow process, and I just want to thank everyone for wanting me to put out even more stuff. And yeah, keep the comments coming and the likes coming. Good or bad, I don't really mind. I'm happy for, I just want to make this thing a little bit better. Today I'm filming on my laptop. The other ones were done on my phone, so yeah, we'll see how we go, and yeah, it should be good. Okay, so for the last week I've had a lot of my mates say, oh, your videos are pretty good, but they're quite bland, or they're quite widespread. They're pretty basic. I had to try and explain to them that I really want people to start at the beginning of getting stuff sorted. So the first two were pretty widespread and pretty broad, but today I'm going to talk about something in particular, which is a slow process, which I do regularly, and yeah, it should be pretty fun. You can make some good money from it, depending on how much time or spare time you have. So this video is going to be called Scrapping, or How to Scrap, or something like that. Basically, if you haven't heard of this already, scrapping is a process of where you collect up scrap metal or scrap things, and you can recycle them, use them on or you can collect them up and sell them to people. Basically, like your copper, wire, your aluminium, your cans, your bottles, things like that. Now, if you already know a bit about scrapping, that's cool. You probably don't have to watch this video, but there's some really good YouTube videos on scrapping on individual things. I suggest, if I'm not going to make all the new videos because there's already some really good ones out there. So if you're interested in scrapping some copper or some computers, trying to get some scrap gold or scrap, silver, whatever, just do that. What I was going to talk about is what I do. I personally don't put too much time into this anymore. I used to do it a lot, and it can be a good way to make some extra cash throughout the year. When I talk about different ideas and different ways to make some spare cash, I'm not telling you guys to quit your job and go do this full time. Not many people can do this full time. It's quite hard, and it's like any other job. The more effort you put in, the more reward you're going to get out. But basically, that's all I can say. So don't come to me saying, oh, it's not a lot of money, so on and so on. I don't scrap full time. I kind of do it in my spare time, and just as the year comes, so it's a long process. What I normally do is, if I'm out and about, someone's moving house, or they're going to the tip, or your neighbour's moving out, something like that, or you've got your Verge collections, in the major suburbs in the Northern Territory, you've got like cyclone cleanup, things like that. Whenever you're driving past, you can go and pick things up that that essentially is just going to go to the tip and it's rubbish. And you can do it a lot of different ways. You can get into the nitty-gritty bits of things and collecting copper, which is basic wires and cables, copper pipes if you're a plumber, all that kind of stuff. But you can also get them in appliances, and the more the more you want to do it, the more ways you can get different stuff in old TVs, so on and so on. It doesn't take very long to do, you know, but you need to do a little bit of research. I'm not going to explain all that stuff. You guys, if you're interested, you can go and check it out. Today, actually, I cashed in some spare copper I've got. I need to pay a few different bills and some cricket fees. So I cashed them in. I made 120 bucks, and it's essentially free money. I would have spent maybe 3 or 4 hours all up organising it, but I don't actively go out and do it anymore. But you can if you want to just grab a ute or a car and drive around for ages and look for stuff. My suggestion to you guys is get into more like computer scrapping. There's a lot of gold on offer there if you know how to do it. It's a long process. I have a collection at the moment of gold scraps, or however you want to put it, like e-waste, where there's going to be some gold in there, but you need large amounts to make some good money out of it. So I'm saving that away for a rainy day. I would suggest you just look for aluminium and copper. Most scrapyards will take them. Copper today is going for about $6 a kilo, and aluminium, you know, maybe $1.02, something like that, you know, $1.20, something like that a kilo. You know, if you have 1 kilo, yeah, it's not a lot, but today I dropped off 35 odd kilos of copper and I think about 25 or something kilos aluminium. It was 120 bucks, took 15 minutes to drop off, and this is things that I've just collected over the years. So you do it here and there. Back in the day I used to do this a lot, and when you actively seek it out and you have a lot of spare time, you can make some really good money. So that's just one idea. It's not really that common in Australia. In America it's huge. Everyone knows how to scrap. They're mad for gold and silver and copper and aluminium and platinum and all that stuff. It's not really tapped into in Australia, but I know some people who do it. So if you're interested, it's free. And it's pure profit. You don't have to pay tax on it unless you know, make thousands and thousands. I think there's some kind of limit, but I've never reached it. And worst case scenario, if you get to that limit, just get your housemate to cash it in. Like, they're not going to know it's you. So anyway, that's pretty cool. So that's my first video. It's a pretty short one. You know, lots of ideas coming up. So yeah, stick with me. Keep the comments coming, and yeah, if you guys can spread and like and tell your friends about it, the more we can get, the more will be better, and you can stop me from asking you guys to keep sharing it. So yeah. So with scrapping, it's relatively cheap. It's not going to cost you anything. You basically need a hammer and a screwdriver, and you know, a couple other tools and bits and pieces here and there. But if you have some room in the shed or some room in a spare room or something, I suggest you do that. Lastly, before we go, if you live in the Northern Territory or South Australia, take advantage of their bottle and can collection, you know, government thing they have going. You know, you get 10 cents a bottle, 10 cents a can. You know, they have to be cleaned properly and sorted properly. That's fine. Just organize it at home. You know, take the time, and it's free money. Essentially, it's free money. If you're a young person at work and you're an apprentice or something, just collect all the stuff. All the lads go and have lunch every day. All the boys and all the men in the afternoon, well, even the girls, all the guys have beers after work in most workshops and stuff like that. If you set aside a proper spot where you can, you know, collect everything up, you're gonna make, you know, some pretty good money. So yeah, I would say if you have the time, you know, I never really got the chance to really do it properly up in the Northern Territory. Excuse me, because I wasn't organised. But if I was in a workshop or really looking to do it, I'll definitely take advantage of it now. You know, it adds up pretty quickly. You know, most places have half a carton, maybe a carton of beer between all the workers almost every day, you know, in some workshops. So you do that, you know, $3 or $4 a day times 300 days, let's say, and you don't work every day, but 300 days, you know, that's $1,000 right there. So yeah, if you're a young bloke, don't get me wrong, if there's some chicks, if there's some girls that are watching this channel, that's awesome. Good luck to you. I want you to make money just like I do, but you know, for young guys, a lot of pressure on guys to make money and also be successful. So it might get you out. Yeah, it might get you out of help. You know, it might get you out of trouble. Get you out of help. Might get you out of trouble one day. Fill up your tank full of fuel for a week or something like that. All these extra little things help. So yeah, if you like it, please like it and comment and subscribe. Apparently all below. I've been getting shit because I was pointing up there before, but yeah, it should be cool. If you like my haircut, you can let me know. I'll tell you how I got a really cheap haircut in another video, but I can't do it today. So thanks guys, I'll get another video going I think today as well, and I'll probably be talking about, might be talking about swapping and trading, something like that, maybe bartering, and that's another good way to also make some money on the side. So cheers for that, share it around, and yeah, if you have any comments or feedback, let me know. I'm not perfect, I understand that, and I want to make this as cool as I can. So yeah, awesome. Thanks guys, cheers, bye.